Bob Hope School. Is that true? Was that
Mhm. Yeah, Bob Hope, and it's called the 21st Century School. Well, of course, it's in the 21st century, but that's not the point. It's designed completely different. The schools that you taught at and the ones that I went to as a kid and taught at, think of it as like an elementary with 32 classrooms,
Mhm.
and each teacher have their students, and they close the door and the magic happens.
Mhm.
Well, sometimes it was magic, sometimes not so much. And so we've had an opportunity to design what's called 21st century teaching and learning schools so that they are not 32 classrooms. They are groups, and it's open space. And it's the third grade or fourth grade wing. And so all the fourth grade students will gather together, and then they can divide into smaller work groups. And the teachers will get together as a team and team teach. And it just reinforces what I was telling Shannon before about what skills are we trying to inculcate in our students for success. And I'll give you two antidotes. So I was in Osan, Korea, and there was a fourth grade pod, and there were 4 fourth grade teachers. Now think of it, 4 former fourth grade classes, right? So they were all together, and I went to one of the classroom teachers, and I said, so which one are your students? Meaning, if you went back to a classroom, which one were yours?
Mhm.
And she said, they're all my students. So all the fourth graders became hers because she was part of the fourth grade team. I thought that was terrific. The other time I was in a primary school at Fort Bragg, and a colonel came up to me and said, you know how stuffy colonels can be. He came up and said, Mr. Brady, do you know what the heck are you doing in there? And I said, well, Colonel, you're gonna have to be a little bit more specific than what the heck are you doing in there? And he said, my first grader came home the other night, dinner, and he said, Dad, we have to have more collaborative meetings before we make decisions. And I said, well, I'm thinking, oh, that's pretty good, right? And he said, collaborative decision making and family meetings. I didn't hear about collaborative decision making until I was in college, and even then it was marginal. So once again, reinforcing that if first graders are talking about that, that's really a good sign. And maybe colonels can kind of figure out after the fact.
Right. I got to see some of that firsthand actually at the Zukerin Elementary School in Okinawa as well. Just like I was amazed when I walked in. It was like the all open spacing, like you said, and it just must be so much better. I wish I got to experience that, honestly. Just
So what?
yeah, and it promotes just so much more. Like you said, the collaboration. Usually, like the socializing is kind of looked down upon. It's always like, be quiet in the classroom, and I think it's so great that it's like you can socialize and it can be productive and it can help you
Yes.
learn. It's a tool.
Yeah.
And that's just so great to hear that we're moving in that direction. And
Yeah, well said.
DoDEA is right there.